What's up, you beautiful collectors and action figure fans? It's the one and only Off the Bottom is coming at you with another video review. And on today's episode, thanks to the support of my patron, Adam, we're going to be taking a look at the new Netflix Transformers War for Cybertron Deluxe Class Decepticon Mirage. For the package, similar shape to the both Siege and Earthrise figures, but as you can see, done in a really nice white package. You got the Transformer text there, Generation logo. You can see that this is from the new Netflix original series. Of course, you got that open window that fully showcases the figure. And then the side here has a nice image of them up close with the Decepticon logo. Opposite side here has a very similar image to what we saw with the Siege packaging, but the colors are a little bit different. You got a lot more red and black and gray thrown throughout there. Come around to the back of the package, you can see that he transforms in 19 steps. You got images of him in his robot as well as his vehicle mode. And then there is no bio or anything of that nature, not even a one-sentence one. Just tells you what's included, like his accessories and stuff. But for the packaging on this guy, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get him out here and see how cool he actually is. And here we have the new Netflix Mirage opened up and out of its packaging. And honestly, you know, there's not a lot that we know about the upcoming Netflix series. To date, there's only one trailer for it, and it basically goes along the same thing with every Transformer series. Autobots, good guys fighting, there's a war, blah, blah, blah. So we don't really know too much about Mirage, or why he's a Decepticon here. What I will say is there was one episode in G1 where Cliffjumper actually thought that he was a Decepticon and that he was a traitor. Maybe they're gonna use that in some way, shape, or form with this new series. You know, maybe he starts out as a Decepticon and then decides he doesn't like fighting, because Mirage was also kind of a pacifist. He didn't like fighting that much. So maybe he decides to leave the Decepticons to join the Autobots? Who knows? But this is the new guy, and he actually looks phenomenal. Now, in addition to the figure, you do get this piece right here, which is a nice kind of sort of backdrop, guys. You got the Decepticon logo. You can see a nice image of Mirage right there in the back. But you also get this. And it clearly looks like it's meant to attach to other pieces. Like this side, you would take J. I don't know which piece this is, but you would take, yeah, it doesn't really say, but I'm trying to see now. It doesn't say what it is. But like you would take G and you would slide that in there. J you would bring here, I attach here. So it's like you're getting a collect and connect background, but it's just made out of the same cardboard that this is made out of. So maybe you could double it up and have a little bit more thickness, but kind of cool. I do like that idea. I wish it was better quality, but it also makes me kind of worried that I gotta go and rebuy all these figures, because for the most part, they're all just repaints. And that's certainly the case here with Mirage, but a very nice repaint nonetheless. As you can see, he's done up in a very muted and powdery looking color. First with his accessories. Again, all of this is the exact same. So he comes with the same blaster that you can see not much of a difference in terms of the color. This is a little bit darker than his previous one, but same mold, nothing changes there. And then with the shoulder cannon, the original one has this lighter gray plastic piece. This one also has the darker gray that the regular handgun did. But instead of a gray here and then the black, it's all done in gray. So, don't really know which one I like more. Kind of like this one a little bit more, to be totally honest with you. But I do like how, I mean, it's still, oh, that's the wrong one, Paul. I do like how it still detaches and all that fun kind of stuff. So weapons are the exact same. Figure-wise, though, you can see gorgeous purple color. You got some gunmetal gray throughout there. You got some very nice powder blue. Again, all of it is a very powdery sort of color, which does look gorgeous. Nice silver. Well, no, that's more gunmetal gray for the hubcaps. But then also you can see like some much better looking kind of wear throughout the paint. I mean, you can see that it gets very worn throughout there. You see some blast marks of sorts right up there, just like worn paint, or I don't even know how to describe that, but it looks absolutely gorgeous all the way around it. You can see that right up here with, again, some kind of scuffage of sorts. Other side here, I mean, it's not symmetrical either, so you can see it's clean over here. It's not on that side. It's got like this little blast mark again. Maybe that's what it is, like blast marks or something, but absolutely fantastic looking. Now, taking a look at the original one, again, same mold, but the biggest difference that I'm instantly noticing is that they use this clear plastic. I don't know, I mean, that could still very well be clear plastic underneath there, just painted now. But sculpt-wise, it is the exact same figure. You're just getting a different paint scheme, which does look really very cool. So again, maybe he starts out as a Decepticon, switches sides, and goes to these guys. But I mean, the extra paint on here really does look nice, especially in this area. Like, for example, the cockpit area where you got that nice gunmetal gray in there differentiating it, whereas all you could really see here was the sculpted detail. That kind of denoted that that was the cockpit. But overall, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, this was one of those figures that, honestly, I didn't know if I was going to get, because why do I want to have a Decepticon Mirage? I mean, we haven't seen the show yet, so I have no idea. But when I saw this in the store, the color absolutely impressed me. The only one that I really considered getting out of this whole new Netflix series was Sideswipe. But now, with the little collect and connect background, I might have to get them all. But the transformation on this guy is the same. We don't need to focus on it too much. We have seen it. You guys have seen it. No sense in kind of adding extra time to this video. So utilizing that good old-fashioned off-the-bottomest movie magic, we're going to go from Decepticon Mirage looking like this to looking like this. And again, absolutely gorgeous color. Everything that you saw in the vehicle mode comes through here. You get a little bit more of that color, though, or better look here at his chest, which shows it off, because obviously that chest is not the actual chest of his vehicle mode. That's in the back of him. But you can see you got his Decepticon logo there. Again, you can see that throughout the entire thing, there is a very nice fade. Even when you look at the arms here, I mean, it's done in this gray plastic, but then you can see a very nice fade from this powder blue going back, giving it that gray color. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. You see that with the little front sections here, the bits right up there, the legs have all that gorgeous wear mark on it. Even the thighs, though, you can see have a fade to the paint. You can see it's a gray down towards the bottom, and then you get that nice powder blue coming up towards the top. Absolutely spectacular looking. Even in the crotch plate, you got that nice purple with some splashes of silver and gray scratching work. The head looks amazing. It is the same head sculpt, but it is done in that purple like with the rest of the body. Gorgeous yellow eyes there. You got the gunmetal gray for the mouth, or just the face in general. Just absolutely stellar how this guy looks. For the comparison, I mean, it's almost like it's a better painted figure than the original Mirage. I mean, it again, not that the original one is bad, and I mean, this is still my preferred look for him because he looks like how he looked in the cartoon, but this color scheme just is really quite nice. Whereas all the colors on here are color stop. I mean, you got white, stop, red outline, stop, blue. You got silver, stop, white, stop, blue, gray, stop, black. I mean, all of it just comes to a very clean stop for the color. The fade on this guy just really does pop. And again, we don't know really much about the character or the figure, or I mean, what he's going to be like in the show, so we don't know in terms of the overall toy if it's, you know, like an accurate representation. I mean, who knows? There is a huge market for shattered glass figures, which BotCon actually made very popular by taking Autobots and making them the bad guys, and the Decepticons were actually the good guys. So Megatron was the leader of the good guys. The only difference is, and why this isn't really shattered glass, is because they kept the same logos. So like that would be a red Autobot logo, but on a shattered glass figure, that would have been a purple Autobot logo. And then while the Decepticon one is purple, the Decepticons in the Shattered Glass universe would have been red. So I don't know if they're using that Shattered Glass mindset, but again, they still have the very classic looking Decepticon logo denoting that he's a bad guy. So, like I said, my hunch is that he starts out as a bad guy, decides to switch sides, and becomes a good guy. Even like the very dark, I mean, well, the gray here, you can see that the feet are gray, and then the front has a nice gunmetal paint on there. I mean, they did a great job with the paint detail. I mean, I thought this was amazing, but the paint detail on this is just super impressive. Absolutely love the way that he looks. I mean, like, yeah, you can see it with the thighs here where you have the blue, and then towards the base is gray, and then it fades together, which, I mean, again, absolutely spectacular how they did that. I cannot recommend this guy enough. I mean, as I said, I don't know much about this series. As of right now, it is not out yet. We're not sure exactly, I don't think, when it's coming out. Maybe June or something like that, so summertime. But just on the looks of the figure, it's gorgeous. Now, I don't know necessarily where these figures are going to be hitting retail. I thought maybe they were going to be Walmart exclusives, but I did see that there's some online sellers that are having them. So in terms of where you're going to be able to find it, I found mine at Walmart. All the deluxes were there. I did try to get the Reflector. He's got a different name. But I literally put him down for a second, well, not a second, like 2 minutes, right across from a bathroom, because I had to go to a bathroom. And when I came out, the other figures that I were picking up was the G1 reissue of Astro Train, the Netflix Sideswipe, and I had Reflector. I put all the figures down. When I came back out, Reflector was gone. All that was left were those two other ones. But my girlfriend, being the amazing person that she is, she's like, well, let's go back and see if they put it back. Well, we went back then. There was a couple other guys that were looking at Transformers. I did not see Reflector, but I did see a guy holding one of the Netflix figures. That might have been it. But lo and behold, this guy was now there when he wasn't there before. So maybe he had it and then didn't want it. Maybe he only had enough to buy Reflector, and he's like, oh my God, there's Reflector. And he put it down and then went back and put that back. I don't know. Either way, I got this guy. Someone else got Reflector. But all that being said, though, they are hitting retail. So if you are looking for them, good luck and happy hunting. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. Remember, if you like this video, I would really appreciate if you would do one very small thing for me. And that's simply just to hit that thumbs up button. That one very small gesture, which literally takes a half a second to do, really does go a long way towards helping me out, and I would really appreciate it. Also, again, I want to send a huge shout out to my patron Adam for making this review possible. And if you'd like information on how you can help support my channel and become a patron much like Adam, feel free to check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/Optibotimus. And finally, remember, the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Thank you for watching and taking the time to be a kid.
Transformers, the best.